Hi, today we're going to look at inheritance to do with Java, and this is a metric topic which you need to know. So we're just going to use a car class as an example of our parent class. And then we will have a flying car class that will be a bit different from the car because it can fly. I know it's a bit futuristic, but the flying car will have all the features and abilities of a normal car, but we're going to add a little bit to it because it can now fly. So we're going to use inheritance, and the flying car class will inherit from the car class. So instead of having to program a whole new class for the flying car, we can just use the existing car class. We know it works, it's been tested, and it allows us just to add the extra feature that we want for the flying car class, and then we will have a whole brand new class that we can make flying car objects from. So if we look at class diagrams, how it will work, our car class has got two fields. So here's the car class. The two fields are the doors, which is an integer, how many doors it's got, and the color of the class, which is a string, and then all the little methods that belong with it. And the flying car, we're going to add wings, number of wings this car has got, and that is an integer. And we will show that the flying car class inherits from the car class by putting an arrow pointing upwards between the two class diagrams. And there are the two fields of the car class, and there's our extra field on the flying car class. So this is what the car class looks like. You should have done many of these object definition classes. We've got a private class car, and there are our two instance variables, private int doors and private string color. Then we have our constructor over here, then our two accessor methods over here to get the values of the doors and color variables or fields, and then our two mutator methods, and there's our toString method that we use when we want to print the contents of the car class. And then our flying car class, this is how we do inheritance. We say public class flying car extends car. That means that the flying car class inherits from the car class. And then we say private int wings. There's our new field that we want for the flying car class. Then public flying car, and they're all our parameters, int d, string c, int w. That is our constructor. Remember, it's always got the same name as the class. And then when we say super and d comma c, d is the doors, c is the color, we're actually calling the car constructor over here. Okay. By saying super, we're referring to car because the flying car class extends car. And we still got to say wings equals w. There's another place where we will use super. It's in the toString method. So string temp equals flying plus, I will say super dot toString. It means use the toString method from the car class. Remember, whenever we say super, we're referring to the parent class, the one that we've put after the keyword extends. Because we've said extends car, when we say super dot, we mean car dot. That's what our inherited class or our child class looks like, flying car. And then we'll go to our, oops, there are my underlines that I'm showing you. We'll go to our car app, our application class. This is our one with the main method. We'll instantiate a car object, car, simple car equals new car, brackets, 4 for 4 doors, and silver for the color of the car. And then system.out.println, simple car. Remember, when we print, it automatically, when we print an object, it automatically calls the toString method. and then system.out.println, I'll put a blank line in. Now we'll instantiate a flying car object. So flying car, fly car equals new flying car, brackets 2, comma, there's our color yellow, comma, and 3 for the number of wings. There's our third parameter. And then we print fly car. And this is what the result would look like. It will print the car has doors equals 4, color equals silver. That was the simple car. And then flying car has doors equals 2, color equals yellow, and wings equals 3. So that is the inherited object or the extended object, child. And if we want to remember a bit of terminology here, the car class is the parent or the superclass, 2 different names for the class we inherit from. And then the flying car class is the child or the subclass. And we put an arrow pointing upwards when we use the class diagrams between the child and the parent. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.